Hey, there we go. What's going on, friends, family? What's going on? It's Audrey here with cbcanetwork.com. On this channel, we help entrepreneurs and business owners get access to business and personal funding by optimizing your business and personal credit profiles using our simple 5-step process. So we welcome you guys to the live stream. I know I'm a little late. I do apologize. I actually put the link to the live stream in the chat. So if you're watching live on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, make sure you type in the comments below. If you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. It helps our content get out to a wider audience. And it also helps us, grow our audience so more people like yourselves can get access to this content. But what's going on, family? Tonight we're gonna have some Q&A, man. Let's talk about credit and real estate. I've been getting a lot of people, giving me messages, personal coaching clients, just a lot of people wanting to understand credit and real estate. So we're gonna kind of talk about the best of both worlds. In my personal opinion, credit in regards to using it for real estate purposes is it's like Mike Jordan and Pippen. That's just my personal opinion. I'm actually using the old school camera. I actually got a new setup that I got to get set up, if that makes sense. But anywho, family, hope you guys are having a great week. What's going on? All right, we got ATL in the building. What's going on, ATL? Definitely planning to get to Atlanta soon. Have you guys registered for the Black Equity Con yet? So that's going down. Shout out to the team over at Sleepers for Suckers, my guy David Shands. Morning meetup, family. It's going down June 9th and 10th, man. If you have not yet, make sure you grab your tickets. I'll make sure to put a link in the comments below where you can get your tickets. I think they're doing them half off, 50% off. So you still got time to get, tickets for the Black Equity Con, man. I would love to meet and network with all of you guys. So if you plan on coming, I know my guy Rev said he's going to be there. Just talk to him this week. I would love to meet you guys, love to chop it up. I love to have like a little, small get together of just, business funding made easy, community where we can get together and just chop it up about business funding, credit, all that good stuff. But as you guys come into the chat, just type your city and state and let me know where you're chiming in from. What's going on, ATL? Big Sip is in the building. I think we had a sales call this week, Big Sip. I could be wrong. And we can get into some Q&A, but let's kind of get into it, man. So let's think about this. Tonight's topic is we're talking about, real estate and credit, which I believe, and this is just totally my opinion, I personally believe the best, most efficient way to leverage personal and business credit I want to use my words carefully, in a strategic formula. I personally feel business credit and real estate is like the go-to, right? That's like the magic formula. And that's just my personal opinion, family. You guys can let me know in the comments. Am I wrong? What do you say? Do you say e-commerce? Is it accounting? What industry best serves the purpose of utilizing personal and business credit to not only build wealth, but just to leverage credit in a way that's ideal to get more credit? And here's what I mean by that. Let's say, for instance, you have a personal credit card, right? This personal credit card, right? And maybe your personal income is, let's just say, 50,000. Okay, let's just say your income is 50K. That's about $4,000 gross per month. Now, on the surface, let's just say your take home is 3,200. Your bills equal 1,200. let's just say $1,500 in bills. So you got about $2,000 left in, let's just say, disposable income. And let's times that by 6. So that will give you $12,000 that you would have saved up over a 6-month period. Okay. Now, you can't get those 6 months back, right? It took you took from January to June your $2,000 in discretionary disposable income, right? You took that and you saved it every month for 6 months, and you came up with $12,000. Okay. Okay. I got a comment. Somebody said trucking by far. Now I will have to agree with you, Chaco Boom. Trucking is a strong number 2 in my book. Maybe even number 1. You might be correct. I can't lie. That trucking, using credit, personal and business credit to get into the trucking industry. And the reason being, honestly, and we'll get back to the topic here shortly, but honestly, I think trucking cash flow wise, it's a great argument. Now, here's where I still like real estate. I hope I'm saying this right. Chocon Bone. Chocan Boom. I'm sorry, man. I might be messing this up. But here's where I still say real estate is number 1. And here's why. Now, don't get me wrong with the way the market is currently, right? You do have, vehicles and cars and things like that are becoming assets that appreciate. But the beauty of real estate, and this has stood the test of any economy, any economic over the last 100+ years, real estate always beats not only inflation, but you beat inflation, but you're also building tangible wealth. I don't really necessarily, now you have great income with trucking. The income is great. 1,500, 2,000, 4,000, 4,000 a week is great. But I think real estate also offers some cash flow, not a lot. Now, cash flow, if we're talking about cash flow, the trucking would definitely trump real estate for cash flow. If we're talking about buy and hold. We're talking about fix and flip, multifamily, I'm still going to go with the real estate. But if we're talking about just strictly buying single family homes to rent for rental purposes, you might got me second guessing my statement, man. But I still would say real estate number 1. But if you say trucking, I can't argue too much with you, man. But let's think about this, right? So let's say you save up $2,000 and you're going to look for your first property, right? You're going to get into the deal for $2,000. All right. Excuse me, for $12,000. Let's say the property is $100,000. You got to put 10% down, so you got to put $10,000 down. And let's say closing costs, you got to bring about $13,000 to the table, right? For $100,000 property. Now, let's say it's a fix and flip. You're gonna put 20 into it, so you all in for about 30 before you sell it. All right. Now it took you 6 months to save 12,000, right? But what if you had your 25K Navy Federal card? Now you keep your 12,000 in the bank as liquidity, right? So now you're liquid 12K, which lenders love to see, money in the bank, strong credit score, right? Now you have all you need to get into the deal, right? We just said it's going to take you 30 to get into the deal. So let's say you stack 20K off your Navy Federal card. Now here's the beauty, Chaco Bone. See, with trucking, your money is tied up in that truck, right? But let's say this is a fix and flip, right? Now remember, in the first scenario, you're working a job, you have a W-2, you're saving $2,000 a month over a 6-month period, right? Now, let's say month 1, your credit score is 720, right? You got your You got your Navy Federal 25K personal card. Here comes the kicker. Now you got that 720. You go get your business Amex. Okay. Now with your business Amex, that's your down payment. That's your down payment. Remember, before you had to put up the whole 12,000 out of your bank account. Okay. Right now, your business Amex, that's your down payment. Your 12K is secured in the bank. That's how you service this business Amex, right? But remember, we still got our Navy Fed because what? This is for the next deal. So you got into one deal with your Amex. Now you got into your next deal with your Navy Fed. And let's say each deal you net 30,000 profit. So in 6 months, you make 60K. Remember, you only made 50 on your job. That's the beauty of using credit for real estate, family. In my humble opinion, I'm still going to say real estate and credit. That combination trumps pretty much. Now, some people may argue Turo, right? Because cars appreciate. You may get some arguments for trucking, right? And all businesses can use short-term seasonal capital, right? Lines of credit, they help, get through those lows, those slow seasons, things like that. But when we're talking about using credit in a manner that allows you to get more credit, remember, one of the factors in your credit score, right? Because you hear a lot of people say, pay your credit cards off to zero, pay your credit cards off, pay them off. And you should be paying them off. You should be paying the majority of your cards off. But remember, FICO gives you more points when you carry a $1 to $99 balance than if the balance is zero. So by utilizing your credit, you're using it in a way that you're showing the banks that you utilize credit and you're a good borrower. Remember that. Always remember, that's the term we use. For those of you who've been to any of our Business Funding Made Easy masterclass, you understand being a good borrower is what FICO rewards you for, right? They reward you for the type of trade lines that you open. They reward you for paying your balances down before the statement date, things like this. But what they also reward you for is using the credit and paying it back and forth. Because remember, when you use credit and you pay it back, that's why banks want to give you more credit, okay? So in my personal humble opinion, and we're going to get into some Q&A. I definitely want to get you guys' thoughts on this. In my personal humble opinion, I personally feel real estate and credit cards or lines of credit, business lines of credit, is the ultimate combo. And I want to know you guys' thoughts. Is real estate the ultimate? Real estate and credit or big revolving credit, is that the ultimate combo? Or is there another ultimate combo? Is trucking and credit the ultimate combo? Right? I'm curious. Let's have some dialogue today, family. I'm curious, right? I want to know. I personally am biased to real estate. I came in, as my first venture into entrepreneurship. You guys know was in creative real estate wholesaling. Still miss it. Ready to get back into the thick of things, but that's coming soon. But yeah, I'm always gonna say real estate. That's always gonna be at the top of my list. But I would love to get you guys' thoughts. Today's Q&A, man. So I just wanted to kind of set the tone for tonight's Q&A. Is real estate the best vehicle to utilize credit? Because you're buying an asset, right? Right. Even if you get into a deal and let's say you run out of money, now you can still sell the asset, pay off the credit cards, and get into another deal. Because remember, when you're leveraging your personal credit, you also get business credit cards and you're getting personal credit cards. Okay, you're double dipping, right? You might go to Navy and get a business credit card and a personal credit card, both 10 to 15, 20K. Now you got 40K, whereas it took you 6 months with $2,000 in, discretionary disposable income, non-discretionary disposable income, It took you 6 months to save up $12,000. You went to Navy Federal and got a 40 bag off 2 cards, and now you're in 2 real estate flips that will net you, let's say, $30,000 a piece after it's all said and done. So you made 60 when you only made 50 on your W-2 job. Yeah. What up, Ephraim? My guy said, I think so. That's my goal. I think so, man. I think real estate and credit is the ultimate guys, 1-2 punch for various reasons, but more specifically, the velocity of the money. Even if you're doing rental properties, right? The Burr method, right? If you took that same 40,000, you can now buy a home cash. Let's say you go to a market like Birmingham, Alabama. Houses go for 30, 40, 50,000. Well, we're going. I don't know, that number might be changing. But let's just say you bought a property cash with a credit card. Now you go into your Truist Bank, you get your business line of credit for 25,000, you fix it up, you all into the property for, let's say, 65, and now the property is worth 110. So you do a cash out refi, right? Pay the cards off, pay the credit off. You still keep the asset, and now you're able to get into your next deal, your next buy and hold. What's going on, Rev? What's happening, my brother? Hope to see you at Black Equity Con, man. We definitely got to tap in. All right. Melissa said, I'm biased. She said, I'm biased. I say real estate. Me too. I just can't see another. And I could be wrong, I mean, that's what the whole live stream tonight is about. I could be wrong. Is real estate really the best vehicle for personal and business credit? I'm going to say yes. Melissa's going to agree with me. Chuck Han Bone said, trucking. And don't get me wrong, trucking is great. Shout out to my mentee, Brandon. He used, personal and business credit to get trucks on the road, and it's working out great. He's making money weekly. So don't get me wrong. There's no really right or wrong answer, but I just want to have a dialogue with y'all, family. I want to see where y'all thinking, where y'all at. Melissa says it's a tangible asset. I agree. And here's the thing. It's not only a tangible asset. You remember when you buy and hold properties, which everybody on this channel, everybody that's subscribed to me, we all got to own some real estate. We all got to own some real estate, family. It's important. Our community needs us to be owners. Our community needs us to be owners. We don't need to just own an LLC. We need to have assets, accumulate assets. I'll leave it at that. Accumulate assets. And then you also have to look at it. Think about this. Now, just think about this. Let's say you liquidate a credit card to purchase. Let's say you liquidate a credit card to purchase a property in a market like, let's take Cleveland, Ohio. Let's say you had $60,000 in credit cards that you liquidated, and you bought a fourplex. And let's say you got 2 business lines of credit. Let's say you went to Key Bank and you went to a credit union. You got 60 to fix these properties up. You all in for 120. Let's say a 4-unit. When you purchase the asset, you already, if you're buying it right, all right, let's not get it twisted. We don't want to use personal credit cards and business credit cards to buy properties where the numbers don't work. The numbers got to work. So let's say you all in for 120, and the property appraises for, let's say 380, right? You're in for 120, the property appraises for 380. You basically got the house for free because you didn't even come out of pocket your $12,000. Remember, your liquid cash is only to service the debt. Now you don't have to forego that $12,000 to get into the deal. You just use the $12,000 to make sure you make the monthly payments while you're in the deal. That's the power of why I personally say real estate. Because even with trucking, there's some other costs that are associated with, maintenance on the trucks break, things like that. But you can leverage credit for any business, right? But ultimately, I personally feel that real estate, it trumps them all. And I could be wrong, family. That's why we having the dialogue, man. What's up, Nicole? Nicole says, see, and that's what I'm saying. I just learned this and I'm trying to teach my teenage children this. Yeah. And this is, I kind of learned late about credit. See, when I came into wholesaling, creative real estate, every meetup I went to, oh, you don't need credit. Your personal credit don't matter. Hard money lenders, they'll give you a deal. As long as you got the deal, you don't need the credit. And that's still true, right? Credit score, typically when it comes to private lending, hard money lending, your credit score does not necessarily take you out of the equation, right? But here's the kicker. When I came in 2014, right, I knew of two investors. I'll say two investors. I won't say their name. They got $100,000 lines of credit. Both had 750 credit scores at the time. This was 2014. They were buying properties cash in a town right outside of Charlotte called Gastonia. They were buying them cash, meaning they took the line of credit. They purchased these properties anywhere from, let's say, $20,000 to $40,000 cash. And let's say at the time the rents were about $850, $900 a month. So they're getting cash flow. They own an asset that they could take to any bank and get a loan. And those properties now, if they held them and they didn't sell, are worth 200. So again, I would champion real estate to the end of time. Now, don't get me wrong. Having a 0% interest business credit card to get into your e-commerce is great. Having it for your coaching business or your sandwich business, whatever business venture you have, it's great. It's great to have access to capital. But I personally feel that credit and real estate is the best combo. And I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna ride that horse as long as I got a microphone and I'm putting out content. Now, one of the things I do plan to do for you guys, for those of you that are subscribed to the channel, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn the notification bells on because we're gonna be doing more live streams. We got more content coming. I know I say that, but it's just, my editing skills are not where they need to be. But I'm actually going to be showing you guys, in real time how I plan to use and leverage business and personal credit to acquire more real estate, right? Right now in the economy, things are kind of rocky. Stock market's down. And you can actually use credit cards to get stocks, the cash back. Remember that Bank of America, that BOA, right? That BOA cash, unlimited cash back card. When they put that cash in your bank account, guess where my cash goes? Right into Merrill Lynch. See? You see how this works? You see why I'm different? You see why I come on here and I tell you use credit, don't let credit use you? Right? Most people get on here and talk about the sexy cars, right? Amex Platinum for travel. I got the Navy Federal 25,000 Visa. Oh, I got the Penn Fed $15,000, $20,000 Visa. And then they just get in more debt. Let's be real. Is it cool to be in debt or is it cool to have assets? And I'm not knocking anyone. You can't knock a person for liking what they like. If you want to use your credit to go to Vegas, by all means. I certainly have done it. And it's not a good feeling when you see that, you didn't put yourself in the best position, right? I had to learn, right? I had to learn. right? And now I understand. Put yourself in the best position. Relationships with banks, having the right data points on your personal credit. It's not just enough to pay your cards on time. It's not just enough to keep the balances low. It's not just enough to have no inquiries. You need some tier ones. You need some tier one credit. You need a tier one bank on your profile. It is what it is. So I say all that to say, the credit game right now, it's a lot of people making it sexy. Business credit, no personal guarantee, right? You can get $1 million without your social, all of that stuff, right? Credit repair is easy. All you have to do is delete your files, sweep your whole credit report. I just come with the real. I just come with the facts, man. So, I just try to give you guys game. Every week I try to add value to you guys. I try to come and give you content that you can take away from, you can chew out, you can chew the meat, spit out the bones, right? It's no fluff, right? Yeah, credit is a game changer, right? But when we leverage it for real estate purposes, I personally feel it's the best way. Melissa said, "What lender do you recommend for buying real estate under LLC?" I just spoke with my guy Kenneth with Baker Collins. So if you're in Atlanta, he's in Atlanta, and I'll put his contact information in the description. I'll ask him if he would like me to put his contact information in the description. But yeah, I will use Baker Collins. Now, there's another hard money lender in Atlanta. What's the name of it? I got to think about it. Shout out to my guy Courtney, man. Lima One, Lima, Lima One Capital. So I would say those two are your go-tos in Atlanta, Melissa, because I know you in Atlanta. I will go with Lima One Capital or Baker Collins. But my guy Kenneth with Baker Collins, I think they have a little bit more appetite for first-time investors. So that would be the determination. If you're on your third property, maybe you could go with either or. If you're on your first investment property, I would go with Baker Collins. Yep. Mo Money is in the building. What's going on, Mo Money? But let me know, family. I got my guy Rev. He finna come up and bless us with some game. Slutty Roo says, I can't wait to get my car increase from Navy. Yeah, Navy is giving out the bag. Navy has not slowed up, even during the pandemic. The whole COVID, they were still on fire. Now, you had to have a relationship. You did have to have a relationship. But yeah, Navy is Navy. So that's all I'll say about them. But let me know in the comments, man. I'm gonna bring my guy Rev up, and y'all let me know in the comments. Real estate, trucking, wholesaling. What's the best way to leverage business and personal credit? What's happening, man?
What's going on, brother? Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, man. How you been, man?
Man, I've been busy, brother. I've been busy. I heard the topic tonight, man. I had to jump on, man. I had to.
Yeah. What's happening, man? What's your thoughts, man, on the topic, man? What's the best way to leverage personal and business credit, man? Is it trucking, real estate? What you got, Real?
That's what I had to jump on, man. That's what I had to jump on. I really thought at the time it was real estate.
Okay.
Until I got into the space that I'm in right now on buying businesses without any money out of your pocket.
Okay.
Listen,
when you understand, man. I like it.
Yes, sir. You will hear some more about it when you come down for the Black Equicon. But man, listen, if you can purchase an asset with no money out of your pocket, even if you have to come out of your pocket, you're using business credit or business funding. to purchase an asset that's already cash flowing, it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer.
Okay.
You know, I can give you a little bit of details on it, man. So I'm working on the deal right now. I mean, once you understand the process and how people have been doing it for years, man, let me tell you, man, even when it comes to real estate, real estate, you have to, you have to put some money in, the process of getting it, renovated, up and running, and then listed, and all that, man. Once you the gems that you teach about business credit, when it comes to buying businesses, when you purchase a business from day one, think about it. You're purchasing a business that already has years of tax history, that's already been in process. From day one, you can use the gems that you teach to go acquire business funding, business loans, business credit, everything. And let's keep the ball rolling, brother. I'm telling you.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you consider what existing debt is on a business? Like, do you buy a business that maybe has debt on it?
No. So you see, that's the thing about it. When you're purchasing the business and you look at the P&Ls, the typical way is you're supposed to purchase a business in a clean slate. Okay. So any cash that's in the business is supposed to take care of the debt, and you get it with a clean slate.
Gotcha.
So, but there are ways to structure the deal to assume the debt if there is there, and lower the asking price.
Wow. Okay.
So there's ways to stack it.
So basically, let's say if you was buying the company for $1 million, but they had debt of $200,000, you would just say, "Hey, look, instead of purchasing for $1 million, I'll give you $800,000."
There we go. And there are different. Man, I'm telling you, and these are gems that are already existed in the industry. There's nothing that we created or anything out there. I'll give you a quick simple. Say for instance, you look at the financials, and they're asking for $80,000. I'm just going to throw some numbers out here. They're asking for this business for $80,000. A typical term in the industry is called deferred down payment.
Gotcha.
So you will come. I'll say, Audrey, I'll buy your business for $80,000. How about we do seller financing? You're familiar with that in the real estate term?
Absolutely.
So you will seller finance the let's say 50% of the asking price. You will give me seller finance, and I'll pay you over what, 5 years?
That's typical.
So now that $80,000 is now reduced to $40,000.
But the business is worth 80.
Right, the business is worth 80. You agreed to seller finance me for 50% over 5-7 years, whatever we decide. Right. So now I brought the asking price down for that's going to be acquired for $40,000. All right. So another gem in the industry is called deferred down payment. So I deferred the down payment that you're asking for let's say 30-90 days. Remember, the business that you're selling has been established for 5-6 years. So from day one, once I acquire the business of you, the gems that you teach, I can go to a fintech bank like Divi, anything like that, show my revenue, and I can get a loan for. And I pay you. Listen, I pay you your down payment, and then through the business, because remember, we're purchasing businesses that is already cash flowing and in revenue, and out of that revenue, I'm paying back the loans. And I'm paying you off your seller financing. So I purchased a cash flowing asset from day one.
So you buying a business with no money down instead of real estate.
Listen, brother, no money out of your pocket.
Hey, family, I hope y'all was taking notes just now.
Listen,
y'all might have to go back and watch.
I had to jump on, man. I had to jump on and let you know, man.
Yeah.
I thought real estate was up there until I got into the merger and acquisition places, man. Right. It's game changer.
Mergers and acquisitions is the game.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. I wanted to also share a win with you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know we talked about Navy Federal Credit Union a lot. I'm not sure if you know or have you ever heard about Spectra. You ever heard about Spectra Credit Union?
I think I may have. They're not a big credit union. Where they located?
I got a win this week. No doc, 21 grand.
21 grand?
21 grand business credit card, and they're running a very super sweet deal right now. Is that they give you 18 months for balance transfer, 0%.
Spectra. What's the requirements to become a member?
Just your business has to be established for more than 90 days.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I just got it.
But the gems that you teach, brother, we build that. I would consider them tier 3. They do a hard credit check, but no docs required. But they're up there with as you mentioned, the same gems that you teach, man. Credit unions, they offer some high limits, and man, you can use this to fund the business to get the ball rolling, brother. Even if you want to go in real estate, trucking, it's the way to go. I'll shoot you some information on it. Yeah.
Send me some info, man. Let's see if we can. I don't know, man. You know how it go when you put it out there, man. People flock to them credit unions, man. They blow them up.
I hear you.
Blow them up, man. Next thing you know, it's like lights out. We shut the door. I think that.
Yes, man.
What was that? Pennsylvania State Employees Credit Union.
PenFed. Yep.
Not PenFed. Pennsylvania PSECU.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about over there, man. I think they didn't close the doors on whoever ain't get in.
Yeah. Well, man, I just wanted to jump on, man, and encourage you, and let's drop that gem for you. I'll shoot you some information, man.
Okay.
I'll be launching my my channel and stuff soon.
Man. Let's do it.
I'll let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, man, just let me know, man. We can do a stream. I'm ready.
Of course. Sure. Man, we're in the same lane, man. Because again, this is information I didn't know.
Right.
And once we have this knowledge that we can apply to grow, the sky's the limits, brother.
Yeah, man. We definitely gotta connect, man. We gotta get you on the funding.
Yeah.
But I appreciate
it, man. I'm gonna drop back off, man. I'm gonna listen to you in the background. But I'm gonna see you down here in Miami, brother.
You jumping on, man, and we'll definitely tap in later this week, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Thanks for having me, brother.
Right, y'all heard it first from the brother Rev, Spectra. Y'all better run, not walk. 20K, 21K, business credit card, 0%, 18-month interest. So, yeah, that's a game changer. Spectra Credit Union. I'm not too familiar with them, but I'll definitely do some digging. Maybe we'll do a video. But, I just wanted to kind of come on here and have some dialogue, man. I don't like to sell dreams, right? Building the profile is hard. Structuring personal credit is hard. Leveraging credit the proper way is hard. I've done it wrong. I've done it right. But at the end of the day, family, you just got to choose your heart. That's just the name of the game. You got to choose your heart. Let's do some quick Q&A, man. If y'all got questions. All right, we got, I hope I'm saying his name right, Tal. Tal says, can I apply for Sam's business account to begin with net 30, or do you recommend the basics? I would definitely recommend having at least 3 on Experian, 3 trade lines on Experian, 3 on DNB, and then 1 or 2 on Equifax. But as long as you have scores, Tal, I've seen people get the Sam's Club store card with 1 to 2 trade lines on Experian. Just make sure that your listings are tight. Before you go to Sam's, they want you to be listed 411. Same thing with Uline. That's why step number 3, we list the business. Before we reach out to these vendors, we want to list the business. But if you list your business on all the free channels, you can even use a company like Manta. They're expensive. Manta or Thrive, something like that if you wanted to save on time and just hire them to do the listings. But yeah, definitely make sure your listings are tight before you go to Sam's Club. All right. Liz said, I applied in person for the business Sam's Club 3 weeks ago and heard nothing back. They didn't even send you a letter. That's odd. I would call Synchrony, or Do you have the any of the other Synchrony trade lines, the Amazon, Net 55, the Lowe's for Pros? Trying to think of some other Synchrony trade lines. But if you have any of those other ones, you can call and ask them to, pull up that application. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I'm not sure. But yeah, you should have heard something. You should have at least got a letter. Usually they'll send you a letter saying why they denied you. But I'll see if I can dig up the 1-800 number for Synchrony, and I'll if you shoot me an email, Melissa, I'll see if I can get that info for you. But yeah, that's crazy. All right, family. What other questions y'all got, man? Let's see. Big Sip says, so many revolving cards should I have? So how many revolving cards should I have before applying for business cards? And should I choose the prime cards and should I close the prime cards I have as I start acquiring prime cards? It's gonna just depend on your profile, Big Sip. I will have to really see what you got going on. But what I would say is how many credit cards, revolving accounts. I would say if you have a minimum of five revolving accounts with at least 2 or 3 lines over 2,000 in limits, that's a good start. If you got 2K credit cards and then 3 5K credit cards, that's a good foundation to build on and get more lines of credit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Melissa said, I have the Lowe's for Pros and Synchrony for equipment I bought. Okay. I would say, yeah, because Lowe's is typically harder to get than Sam's, believe it or not. You probably got approved and they just dropped the ball on the verification, because I know they call the number that you put on the application to verify you're the owner. So I would just apply again. I would go back to Sam's, tell them that you want to apply, and just make sure when you go back, Melissa, that you tell the rep or whoever's at the desk that you would like them to turn the iPad around so you can put the information in. Because they may have put the information in wrong, and then now when they did try to call you, they put the wrong number in, so you would have never got the call. You know what I mean? But you still should have got a letter or something. You should have got something, something should have popped off. I'm baffled by that myself, Melissa. But you should have good luck. I mean, if you got Lowe's for Pros, is that for the same business, the same DUNS number? If so, then you shouldn't have any problem getting Sam's. Samuel Jean Jock says, I have a total of 21 payment experience. What tier am I in? I honestly don't do tiers, Samuel. I don't quote tiers per se. I would like to say that certain vendors lend themselves to be starter vendors. And as far as what should I apply for, what type of business do you have? I would have to know more about your business. I would never just say, oh, go get. I mean, gas cards. If you don't have gas cards yet, I definitely say gas cards. Definitely would say get you 2 gas cards. Wex is a little funny right now. They've been doing a lot of account reviews. Got a couple students who, and even my account got suspended for whatever reason. I don't know why. But yeah, Samuel, I would need to know, like, what's your business? Are you real estate, trucking, to kind of really give you, like, okay, go for these next. You know what I mean? But that's good. You got the 21 payment experiences. That's great. That's awesome. For sure. K Tech says, thank you. Very welcome, my brother. Very, very welcome. I think that's it for the questions, family. I don't see any more questions. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with your boy. make sure, if you have not yet, make sure if you are looking to build business credit, if you're looking for the easiest solution and the blueprint, the literal blueprint to get your first or your next $100,000 in business funding, I would like to invite you to our next one-day Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass. It goes down May 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All you have to do to register is text the letters EZ to 980-825-4360. Again, you can text the letters EZ to 980-825-4360. And I'm trying to stop this from scrolling across the screen. All right, for whatever reason. There we go. So there you go. So you can text the letters EZ to 980-825-4360. It's like a family reunion, man. It's free for general admission. I do recommend VIP. If you do VIP, you get 2 hours of Q&A. So you get an hour before the call, you get an hour of Q&A after the call, right? So remember, we don't do hourly consultations anymore. We don't do charge by the hour. So if you would like to get, some questions answered, if you got some, want some one-on-one time outside of our one-on-one accelerator program, then I highly recommend you sign up for VIP, but it's free for general admission. So definitely make sure you tap in, family. And again, it's going down May 28th. It's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let's see, we got some more questions. Bob says, I have a 61 experience score with 6 trade lines reporting. Why is my score so low? It could be a number of things, Bob, but 61, honestly, anything over like a 40 on your business scores is good. I mean, because even if you had a trade line, remember, you only get credit for what you use. So you probably have new vendor accounts that are popping on. Now, over time, it's going to add to your overall total available credit. But just in the meantime, your scores are going to kind of tank a little bit. A 61 experience is not necessarily low, right? You can still get plenty of vendor approvals with a 61, Bob. Yeah, you can get plenty of approvals. Tal said, are you taking calls again? Yes, we are doing calls if you want to get more information about our one-on-one accelerator program, Tal. So if you want to reach out in regards to that, but as far as like the free strategy calls, no, not at the moment. Josh said I have a cleaning business. Yeah, Uline, Quill. Who else? No, not Granger. Office Depot, Websterant. I think they sell like certain industrial equipment. That's Amazon for sure. Amazon Net 55, definitely. I would definitely stock up on supplies with that Amazon Net 55 if you got a cleaning business. I want to say Sunbelt Rentals has floor equipment. If you clean floors, you can rent the floor equipment. You can use Sunbelt Rentals. Tractor Supply maybe. So you got some options, you know what I'm saying, as far as like business, no PG, vendor accounts. Yep. Lavonda said, please like the video. Yes. Lavonda, I think we're supposed to have our call soon. I think we got a call coming up, but yes, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that. Turn on your notification bells. BRNK says, I at least managed to catch the end of this one. Yeah, man, definitely glad to have you. But that's it, family. I'm going to stand on my statement that real estate and personal and business credit is the ultimate 1-2 punch. Rev came and dropped a bomb on us. He said, buy a business using business credit. I can't disagree. That is a fact. But yeah, again, man, make sure if you want to attend the next One Day Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass, text the letters EZ to 980-825-4360. And we definitely love to have you at the next One Day event. Again, general admission is free. VIP is $147. I do recommend VIP only because you get more one-on-one time, and you actually get to come off of mute on the actual Zoom call as we go along through the program. So you can actually come off mute, ask questions during the whole live stream. All right. So again, family, I wish you much success in your life and in your business. Had to borrow that from my homie, the Duru, but let's go crush it. Let's go get the approvals. Let's go put the work in. Let's go get the listings right. Let's make sure we building relationships. Let's make sure we building our network. Let's make sure we talking and taking care of our bankers, right? Let's make sure we're taking care of our customers, our clients. Make sure we're serving them at the highest level possible. And I appreciate you for continuing to rock with me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next week on the next Business Funding Made Easy live stream. See y'all next week. We out of here.